What's up guys, if you're interested in winning this Pokemon Adidas collab t-shirt, size large, or if you're interested in this Charizard Hidden Fates tin, check the giveaway video link in the description below. It's completely free to enter and this will run until June 30th. Good luck to everyone who enters. Peace. Yo, what is up guys, it's Retro Giraffe. Welcome back to my channel. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's video is going to be a collection video, something that I've been holding off. I low-key wanted to have a complete collection of this, but I think this would be a good timestamp, a good video to put out just to kind of see my progress, I guess, however long it's going to take to complete this. But as you can see in front of you, we have the main series games all the way back from Red, Blue, Yellow, all the way to the newest, which is the new Sword and Shield. I'll try to keep this video somewhat brief because I know I like to go into detail with like the history of the game, you know, how I got it and all that. But I'm going to try to refrain from that and then just give you guys a general overlook of each individual game. So let's actually start from the bottom. Let me move some stuff around so that we can access the bottom few games. Alright, so we're starting with Pokemon Red. So one of these is complete. I believe it is this one. This one is complete. And this one just has the manual and the game cartridge along with like the cardboard insert. But this one, actually the one that's not complete, I bought this long time ago on Craigslist for $40. And usually complete box versions of these go for I think around like $150-ish. So I definitely got a good deal. I do regret not buying Pokemon Blue because the seller was also selling Pokemon Blue for 40 bucks. So a missed opportunity there, but nonetheless, I have two versions of these. So one is complete, the other one is, I would say, like 75% complete. So we have two Pokemon Reds. Moving on to Pokemon Blue, this one is complete. It is, all the Game Boy games are in like this plastic sleeve, as you can see right here. This one I bought in a lot with, you know, Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, and all that. So I'll leave a link for that video in the description below if you guys want to go watch that. Obviously it's not sealed, you know, sealed products and like open products are a different game, but still, I'm very happy to have a complete copy of Pokemon Blue boxed. Now we're moving on to Pokemon Yellow. So this ends off the first gen of Pokemon, and this is a special edition where actually Pikachu follows you around, and also they introduce different colors to like the different cities. This one is complete as well, so I'm very happy to add this to the collection. So we have Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow. Moving on to Generation 2, so starting off with Gold and Silver. Generation 2 is by far my favorite generation. I have a lot of affinity towards these two games, mostly because I remember waking up, it wasn't even like Christmas Day, it was like a random morning, and I think it was the day that these games released. And my mom, she actually went to Kmart and she actually bought both of these games for me, and it blew me away. You know, I didn't expect it. I was so surprised. I was so happy that I had these two games. I have these two, both complete. Ignore the little like smudges. The smudges are all on the case. The actual boxes and like the cartridges themselves are very clean. So yeah, so Gold and Silver. And take a look at the back for you guys. So yeah, Johto, I have a big affinity towards. Love Gen 2. Probably one of my favorite generations. Hence, you know, you see the Cyndaquil in the back right here. Gotta love Cyndaquil. So yeah, we have Gold and Silver, and next we have Pokemon Crystal. So this one, the box and all the contents, like the booklet, you know, the user guide, everything, all of that is from the original of when I bought it years ago. All that I needed to buy was a cartridge, and I bought that at a local retro gaming store. So I bought that, and then with that included, this is now officially complete. It has all the little inserts, all the little pamphlets, advertisements. But yeah, Pokemon Crystal was the introduction of a female character that you're able to play in the game, so that was very exciting. Thinking back on it, Gen 2 actually started a lot of different things. You know, they started the Battle Tower, they started breeding, they started shiny hunting, like a lot of things started because of Gen 2. So I'm just very proud to know that Johto is where it kind of started it all, because I think Red, Blue, Yellow was in a sense like the beta stage, and then I think Gold, Silver, Crystal was kind of like when the actual games were supposed to release. We have Crystal version here. I didn't really get into the third gen, which is Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I did kind of play Emerald, but I figured out that I bought a fake copy off of eBay because it was like 10 bucks. So the 15-year-old me was like, oh my gosh, 10 bucks is an amazing deal, when actually, you know, it was just a fake copy. But I found this at a local toy store, game store. I don't really know what to call it, but this is, I think it's complete. Let me actually check. Just like based off the weight of it, it doesn't really seem so, but I think it is. Yeah, it's definitely complete. It has everything. It even has like the little QR, not the QR, but like the little sealed packet of cards. But we have Pokemon Sapphire. I do need to pick up a copy of Ruby and Emerald. As you can see, I only have Fire Red, Leaf Green, which I will get into in a second. But yeah, so we have Pokemon Sapphire. I believe I played it, or my cousin, he actually had Sapphire version, and I just watched him play it. And then when the remakes for Red and Blue, or I guess in this case Fire Red Leaf Green came out, that's when I actually got back into it, and then I actually got a copy of Fire Red. So the box and everything, all the pamphlets, everything inside is mine. I still need the game, so this is kind of a tease. It looks complete, but then I do actually need the game and the little wireless adapter. So yeah, so this one I'll have to wait to buy, but this one is complete. This is the Leaf Green version with Venusaur on the front. But yeah, so this was when they decided to remake Fire Red and Leaf Green for the I was about to say Nintendo Switch, but for the Game Boy Advance. Now let's move on to the DS games. And yes, I know there's games like, you know, Pokemon Pinball, like Mystery Dungeon, the puzzle games, but personally for me, I didn't really get into it. I do want to eventually get them because they are technically Pokemon games, but this video is strictly focusing on the main series games. So let's actually readjust and move some stuff around. But let's actually start with Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. So these two games, so Diamond and Pearl. If I check the inside with the receipt, I believe this one was from, yep, that was from a local game store. And I believe this one was, this was actually from GameStop. So what I usually like to do is whenever I buy like these old school games, I like to keep the sticker tag. So this was bought from GameStop, as you can see, and it was 35 bucks. And obviously, you know, like complete copies of these were going for like, I don't know, I would say like 70, 80 online. So I actually found this, I would say, within the year. So very happy. And then this one was bought at a local retro gaming store. So starting in Gen 4, I actually stopped playing Pokemon. I think a big reason why is because I needed to buy a Nintendo DS. And at the time I did have a Game Boy and a Game Boy SP. So I didn't really think that I wanted to get a DS. I was kind of in the phase of like, I'm too cool for Pokemon, so that's when I kind of stopped. So Gen 4 and onward, up until Sun and Moon, that's when I actually kind of stopped playing. So we have Diamond and Pearl. From a lot of people, I've heard that Gen 4 and onward, the pacing of the story is pretty slow. I heard the gameplay is pretty slow and everything, so one day I do plan on, you know, playing these and finishing it. And also I bought Pokemon Platinum. Believe it or not, if I can get to it, if I can find it. Or maybe the sticker was gone, but oh, here it is. It was bought at GameStop. So definitely glad to pick this up. And the crazy thing is that these two that I bought from GameStop were complete, as in like all the booklets, the manuals, and everything were inside of it. So very happy about that. So that's Gen 4 for you guys, so Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Now getting to Heart Gold, Soul Silver. So I believe this was back in 2010. And I remember specifically a certain high school friend of mine, he was actually asking a bunch of people if we have a Nintendo DS, because he wanted to replay these. And then at the time I was still like, oh, like you still play Pokemon? That's so uncool. But looking back on it, I do regret not getting these initially when they first released, because these are pretty expensive. For a lot of people, these are their favorite games of all time, so I definitely understand why after playing through Soul Silver. So let's actually open this up and see what we get inside. So in this, you get a Pokewalker in the game itself. So if we open this up, so we have a little Pokewalker, which is like the old school, I guess, Pokeball Plus, to go Plus. So we have the Pokeball right here. Actually, let me take it out for you guys. So it's basically a pedometer, and basically what you can do is like put your Pokemon in there and you walk with it. And I believe they get EXP and stuff like that. And this is just like the back clip of it. So there you go. And also, it comes with the game, obviously. So this is Soul Silver. This is complete. Yeah, so we have Soul Silver, and let me actually show you Heart Gold, because there is something special about it. So if you look at Heart Gold, you can see that it still comes with the Pokewalker and everything. But you can see that the game is actually still sealed. And similar to Pokemon Red, just like how I bought that off of Craigslist and I only bought one out of the two, this is the same thing that I did for this. So a seller was selling these for 40 bucks. He had Heart Gold and Soul Silver, both sealed for $40 each. But stupid me decided to only buy Heart Gold because, I don't know, I guess I was broke at the time, but I do regret not having a sealed copy of Soul Silver because those go for a lot of money. I do plan on keeping this sealed for the long term. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that I do have a sealed copy. I also do have a unsealed copy. Let me actually show you guys that. So I do have 2 boxes of the Heart Gold game, but in this one, it's a little bit more beat up. I actually have the games that I actually play. So we have a opened copy of Heart Gold, and we have a copy of Soul Silver. That's actually the cartridge that I'm playing right now. But yeah, just want to show you guys these games. If you guys haven't played Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I highly recommend you guys do. I would say it's definitely one of the best games I've played so far yet. I could be a little biased because I love Gen 2, but I think they added so many things in these 2 games where it's just, there's just so much content, there's just so much for you to do, so much for you to explore and see. So definitely get these games. If you want to play the emulator version of it, please do. These games are simply just amazing. So there's Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Now moving on to the 3DS and DS games, or I guess the last DS game is Pokemon White. Gen 5 I didn't really get into. Yeah, I eventually will. I do need to buy Black, Black 2 and White 2, but as of now I only have the White version. But yeah, Gen 5, I think, I don't know. I think this was like early college, so I didn't really get into this. Alright, so moving on to Nintendo 3DS games. So we have X and Y right here. So Y is right here, and X is in this like janky third-party case, but we have X right there. I do want to get the case from a GameStop. Just ask them for the case, and then I think they just give you it from what my friend said. So we have X and Y. Never got into X and Y. I believe this is Gen 6. Yeah. Still was like, I'm too cool for Pokemon. I don't care for Pokemon. Yeah. Alright, moving on to Gen 7, we have Pokemon Sun and Moon. So this is actually when I got back into Pokemon, and we have 2 copies of Sun and Moon, or Moon right here. So this one is sealed. I got this in the same lot of Facebook, so that will be in the link below. But this is when I got back into Pokemon. So around 2016, that's when they released Pokemon Evolutions as a new TCG set. That's also when they released Pokemon Go, and also that's when they released Pokemon Sun and Moon. This was very different and very refreshing because these games actually didn't have the gym leader battles. They had the island trials. Also, they got rid of HM, so you can like ride on Charizard to fly around, use Machamp to like use strength, Lapras to get around to different islands. Like, you know, it was really a different game and it was very refreshing. So definitely played this game a lot. So I mostly played Sun, and Moon was just a direct copy except different legendaries. But yeah, Pokemon Sun I played a hell of a lot. And I think during this time I really wanted to get into like competitive, whether it was VGC or the TCG, but I couldn't make up my mind and I just kind of like fell out of it. But yeah, these were good games. Definitely, I wouldn't say it was like the best, but it was definitely good games for me to get back into. So very happy that I bought these. Okay, these 2 games. Not a fan. They were just complete remakes of Sun and Moon. Little story differences here and there. Not good, not fun at all. Played like the first like 10 minutes of it and put the game down, and that was it. The main reason why I guess I bought both of these is because if you guys remember those little code cards that you can get at GameStop, Target, or even like Toys R Us, maybe? RIP Toys R Us. I believe if you get a code, especially for like, I don't know, like Volcanion, you can get one in both Sun and Moon. Also, you can get one in either Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon as well. They had like the legendary dogs like Raikou, Entei, Suicune, stuff like that. So that's the main reason why I bought these games, just because I could get every single version of the legendaries. But no fun at all. That's all that I really had to say for these 2 games. Now we're getting into the remakes of Pokemon Yellow, which was Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. So the reason why I don't have Let's Go Pikachu is because I actually bought the Let's Go Pikachu Special Edition Nintendo Switch. so it's pre-downloaded on the Switch itself. But as you can see, I do have the game for Let's Go Eevee right here. I think a big notable feature for this game is that there's overworld Pokemon, meaning that you can see the Pokemon moving about in real life. So you see them moving in the grass, you see them flying in the air, stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Also, they have the feature where the Pokemon can actually follow you. So I think that's a big nod back to Heart Gold Soul Silver because that was such a cool feature. In the new Isle of Armor DLC, your Pokemon can actually follow you, so I think that's a really cool touch. So yeah, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, I wouldn't say it was like the best games, but it was definitely nostalgic for a lot of Gen 1ers. I would include myself as a Gen 1er because I did grow up playing Red, Blue, and Yellow. So very cool games. I'm definitely happy to get both copies of Eevee and Pikachu. And last but not least, we're getting into Sword and Shield. I definitely like Sword and Shield mainly because it is for the Nintendo Switch and it's like a full fleshed out game. Obviously the DLC part kind of sucks because you have to pay to get more Pokemon. But, I mean, I don't know. You get what you pay for, but I think it's worth it. So for Pokemon Sword and Shield, I actually did get the double pack right here. And it does come with the Steelbook. So on one side we see Zamazenta, and the other we see Zacian. And if we open it up, you can see my little Target receipt right there. And it has 2 cartridge slots for both Sword and Shield. So very happy that I got the Steelbook. I actually really like the inside cover art because it is just a map of Galar. There's the wild area. I forgot the names because it's just been so long, but Winchester somewhere. And we do have the game right here. So we have Pokemon Sword. The reason why I don't have Pokemon Shield is because I actually lent that game to my friend Zach. If you guys watch the Nuzlocke, you guys will know who Zach is. So I let him borrow the game because I wanted him to experience the story, but I also wanted to battle him after he did. So we did do that and it was really fun. Pokemon Sword and Shield, I definitely think is a really good game. I don't know why people hate on it so much, but personally for me, I think it's a really good game, really well made. The only downside is like the frame drops. I think if the Pokemon Company actually improved the Switch hardware and made the games a lot more playable, then I think the games would be 10 times more enjoyable. But yeah, that is it guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I know I just like to talk a lot, which is a good and bad thing, but that is my collection of main series games. I know it's a lot. I'm going to try to put everything back on screen. So once I do complete it, I will be doing an updated collection video, but as of now, just want to show you guys where I'm at with my Pokemon main series collection. But yeah, hopefully everything can fit before I end it off. There we go. Let me just give you guys a quick look of everything. So yeah, very nice. But yeah, that is it for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, then please give this video a thumbs up. If you want more content like this, then please subscribe to the channel. I'm doing a giveaway, so if you guys haven't watched the video in the beginning, please go watch that and details will be in the description below. Thank you guys all for watching. Please stay safe and healthy out there. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.